Try it now for just $2 on McDonald's Dollar Menu and more. It's economical. Nom 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 nom.
Now, local sports from KTBO.
Good evening, everybody. In high school football, Kirksville lost to Chillicothe Friday by 6 points, but there are a couple of things that stood out. The Tigers' Tanner Sparks had a great interception on the goal line late in the second quarter. 4 plays later, Kirksville was called for a safety when the ball was thrown downfield and there wasn't a receiver in the area code.
We meant to get a receiver out and throw a fade, and we brought a receiver in to X block, and that's the term we used, and the X was actually supposed to run a fade, and he didn't, so that was a delay of game. That was just a mishap. That was our mistake and cost us 2 points.
If that's not bad enough, the field lights went out at halftime, and the game was moved to Stoke Stadium. Even though the Tigers came up short, they showed a lot of improvement.
Tell you what, I'm very proud of my troops. They battled. The last 2 weeks has not been real easy, and they've overcome adversity, and they've improvised and done a great job. So we grew up.
Schuyler County will be home this week to face Salisbury. Despite a pair of road losses, the Rams are getting better on both sides of the ball.
We did see some improvement in some areas. You know, our line improved a lot from week 1 to week 2. We were able to move the ball pretty good. We still struggle. You know, we turn the ball over a little bit too much. And when we get down into the red zone area, we're having trouble scoring touchdowns right now.
Ottumwa sure didn't have any trouble scoring points against Mount Pleasant. They hung 42 on the Panthers as they used a strong running game to get the win. Somebody noticed as the Bulldogs received some votes in the first rankings of the year. In 2A, Albia was 8th, Sigourney and Kyoto was 9th, and Pekin was 5th in Class A. In college football, Truman State hits the road to face Drake Saturday. First games are always tricky. Truman State is looked good in practice. Only time will tell if it carries over against a team that has already played a game.
They've had 10 extra practice days. They reported on August 4th, a full game under their belt. So hopefully we can hang on early, get used to game speed, and go about the business executing.
Iowa will host Ball State Saturday at 2:30. The Hawkeyes are favored by 17. The St. Louis Rams announced his practice squad players today, and Michael Sam's name was not on the list. Truman State Volleyball starts this season Friday in Texas. Why go so far to play in a tournament?
Down there, we're going to play 4 really good teams, and it's going to give us an opportunity to really stretch ourselves that first weekend and see where we're at. And we're going to get to play in an environment that we're not used to, and so it really puts us out of our comfort zone.